Another F-35 shot down. A US rescue mission completely fails. Iran has just taken psychological warfare to a terrifying new level. Can you believe it? The stealth fighter is no longer invisible, and US Black Hawks can't even fly in. On April 3rd, right in front of the world, Iran's Revolutionary Guard shot down a US F-35 stealth fighter over central Iran. Even more shocking, the pilot ejected into Iranian territory, and he's likely still alive. Washington completely panicked, scrambling special forces to the border to extract him. But the dispatched Black Hawks were met with fierce Iranian anti-aircraft fire. The entire rescue mission failed. This isn't just about losing an incredibly expensive jet. The entire myth of American military invincibility just fractured. Let's break down exactly what happened. The F-35 is the absolute ace of US air power, known as the ghost of the battlefield. How did Iran shoot it down? Just one day prior, Trump bragged at the White House, claiming an overwhelming victory. The IRGC quickly released a statement. This is our first air defense action to refute Trump's absurd claims. This wasn't just a press release. It was a physical slap in the face delivered by missiles, telling the world, your lies don't work here. What makes the Pentagon's blood run cold is that this isn't the first time. The IRGC stated, this is the second US fighter they've downed. Two F-35s, worth hundreds of millions of dollars, wiped out just like that. This strike rate proves Iran's air defense network has completely penetrated US aerial operations. How did Iran pull this off? Despite years of sanctions, they have been secretly evolving. Knowing they couldn't win a traditional dogfight, they bet everything on anti-access area denial systems, the hero of this strike. The domestically produced Khordad air defense system. It reportedly combines Russian S-300 radar tech with covertly acquired electronic warfare data. When the F-35 entered Iranian airspace, Iran likely used passive detection systems to lock onto the jet's electromagnetic signature. They executed a silent kill. By the time the US pilot heard the warning alarms, the missile was already in his face. Now, let's talk about the missing pilot. According to the latest intel, the F-35 disintegrated upon impact, torn to shreds. In a mid-air blast of this magnitude, survival odds are incredibly low. Yet, Iran insists the pilot parachuted down, and the US believes he is alive. Emergency extraction protocols were instantly triggered. Why the extreme panic? Because this F-35 was likely executing a deep strike mission. The pilot's head is full of highly classified intel, coalition communication frequencies, penetration routes, and Gulf deployment coordinates. If Iran captures him alive, the US doesn't just lose a jet, they lose the tactical blueprint for the entire Middle Eastern theater. That's exactly why the US desperately sent Black Hawks and C-130 transports diving toward the Iranian border. But it was a death trap. The US was out in the open. Iran was hiding in the shadows. The moment the chopper formation crossed the border, Iranian radar locked on. Under the threat of intense anti-aircraft artillery, the Black Hawk meant for the rope drop extraction had to abort and flee in humiliation. Despite its flashy codename, this rescue was a suicide run. It exposed America's biggest weakness right now, extraction capability. Iran just proved that the US can't even rescue its own people. Not even elite special forces could snatch a pilot from under Iran's nose. This humiliating retreat damages US credibility far more than losing a few jets. But there's a much bigger chess game being played here. The crash coordinates are in Khordad and Boya Ahmad, a rugged tribal area. Logically, the IRGC should keep this a top secret. Instead, Iranian media broadcasted it everywhere, issuing bounties and calling on mountain nomads to hunt the pilot down. Why? Because this is a brilliant, open conspiracy. Iran knows the pilot might be dead, but keeping the suspense of a live capture is the ultimate psychological torture. As long as his fate remains unconfirmed, the Pentagon might be forced into a massive ground search, dragging US troops step by step into a brutal mountain guerrilla trap. From blowing up bridges to downing an F-35, Iran's strategy is clear. They are specifically stabbing America, where it hurts the most, and broadcasting the bleeding live to the world. The Pentagon is completely embarrassed. The F-35's golden reputation is shattered, elite rescue forces failed, and the pilot might already be tied up by nomads on his way to Tehran. Now America faces a brutal dilemma: risk an even larger cross-border rescue, or swallow their pride and declare the pilot kia. This downed F-35 means the war has entered a terrifying new phase. Living soldiers are now bargaining chips, reflecting the Pentagon's most desperate reality.